Ladies and gentlemen, it is my prayer and wish that this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health. I'm also fantastically doing well at this peripheral end, as you can see. So let me take this opportunity to thank you all my subscribers and my watchers, and to my returning subscriber, may God bless you and welcome back, because here it's home. My moderator, thank you very much for always helping this channel to grow, for sharing, for moderating, and for also helping me to maintain the policy guidelines. Great job, and may God give you peace and protect you abundantly. So there are a myriad of issues that we want to talk about. The two issues is about Wango living in the ghetto. We want to discuss it down. And the second issue is about the constant threats that has been issued by African Tigress, and plus his surrogates that he has unleashed, now calling people dogs. And I'm going to prove why I referred to African Tigress as a stalker. Constant number of times she's been following D. That's going to be this issue number 2. Issue number 3, it's about Alex claiming that is being called by Ayamarwa, and I'm going to address it going forward. So before we delve into this deeper issue, kindly, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, take a minute or two, or maybe a second or two, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you going forward. And remember to always keep it positive on this channel, because this channel is not for insult. And may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Senior Zach, and this is my YouTube chit chat. So let's dive in, lest we forget. So the art of content creation is just creativity. 1, creativity. 2, creativity. 3. That's a fact. So if you see Wango is living and cruising within the ghetto of Jamaican Republic, Wagon, it is not pegged on brokenness or any other else, but it's pegged on content creation. And number 1, again, is also content pegged on the support and the family that he's having, and having her backs within Jamaica. And that is the Kino, the Esther. So awesome people within Jamaican Republic. Thank you, Jamaican, for giving us the likes of Kino. Without Kino, all wouldn't have been so possible. But because of Kino is there, now we are enjoying the enthusiast, or the enthusiasm and an epic adventures of Jamaica altogether with D and Sean Arwa. Perfectly said. You know, there are principles of art or of content creation. Principle number 1, why you are doing it. And in this one, we are going to look at why Wango decided to go to the ghetto. Principle number 2, how you are doing it and how Wango will be doing it in the ghetto. And principle number 3, where you are doing it, which means where. It's in Jamaica, so important. Where? In the ghetto, so important. You know? And principle number 4, with whom? Of course, he is with Kino and his family support. So when we are asking about why Wango is doing it, this is a principle that you must fulfill the requirement of your subscribers, because they're the people who will always give you that kind of support, who will always direct you on a particular kind of content that you want to do. Because on a request, if you can remember, you saw Wango telling you guys that he had a suggestion from the loyal subscriber in the places that subscribers was telling him to go and visit. The subscriber was and fan suggested that Wango go to inTrenchTown. That's why Wango is living in the inTrenchTown, and also the neighborhood within the ghetto. So that one answers the question why it's doing it. It's not on financial basis. Are you there? It's only in African thing that everything is pegged on financial thing. When Christmas do it in the ghetto, nobody complains. I'm not saying that Christmas list is bad, but the comparison is to bring the kind of contrast between the African setup mind and mostly people in the Europe. You could see the difference. You know, the other things if African people do, then somebody will rather call you poor than if a white does it. People will call you that is so that's humility at being humble. So this channel is not. How are you? How are you, Ezra? So this channel is not. This channel is not advocating of racism or discrimination, but is to give you an highlight and to give you a close contrast that borders certain kind of misconception that people will always fill their mind with. Are you there? That one answers it. You know, how you doing it? How is doing it? Because he's having family support, and he must have people that he will be doing it. Are you there? Number 3, why are you doing it? Because people suggested that it should be in Jamaica. Are you there? And in the TrenchTown. That's why he's in the TrenchTown and the neighborhood of the ghetto. And with whom, of course, is having the likes of Kino, where he enjoys the support and the love that he desires. That's why Wango has find it so well to stay in Jamaica and in the ghetto. So D is in Jamaica. It's for the art. That is where she gets peace, and the family that always supports her videos and also supports her content creation. And that's why we could see Wango is moving so freely within the ghetto, because his security is so guaranteed. The family support behind her is so well known, and kudos to Kino and all the Jamaicans. Wagwan.
That is the price.
That is it,
Anything we run out of better any Mwanga, you can cut it down, you know, but $1 billion. I won't ever be so low. You know, 9 months now, we don't have sex. 9 months now, we don't have sex.
9 months?
Yeah, my daughter 8 April, she named Alia.
So why 9 months? What do you mean, you have no money?
No, I don't know.
Why?
I love my baby.
You love your baby?
That girl is, I'm getting 4 baby, man, my first baby father for the world of them. Yeah, girl is thing I have to get you out, you see me? Yeah.
That is it, I
months
love
don't
that
have
meat.
sex. I love you, Mwanga. Don't vex her. You love someone, right?
Nice to meet you at the best. You're working?
$1 billion. Yeah, man, I wait pan. We go down so, we come back so, and we go on so, and stay so, we're an entertainer. So one more song. I'm just can't stop, see your face. Can't get me out of the race. Even though we is a disgrace. We don't obligation in them place. And I say them can't hurt me. And I say them can't jerk me. Make sure them kill we. And them never bail we. Father God don't give way. So we like so we live to the best of our ability. Respect everyone in the community. Not talk about we are up money. Then they run come scam me. You know we are boss money. Send we the money make we spend it. $1 billion. That you want for any show on ya. Say I say that 100,000, at 20,000, at $10, at $20. We support the gym team and Mwanga because they really help me. Thank you. Give everything you. Love you, patient.
You're the best, you're the best. Love you too. It's the energy for me. Nobody can take me out at TrenchTown. Nobody. Guys, only in such places you can meet such people. You are the best. You made my day. You made my day. Esther, how we are go? This way? Alright. Alright guys, welcome to TrenchTown. This is my favorite ghetto in Jamaica. I'm living here and hey, sharing with you my experiences from Kenya. Living in TrenchTown ghetto in Jamaica is the best feeling ever. I love this place, the breeze, the people. Wagwan mama, you good? All right, mama. People are so friendly. People have good energy. It's just a you know, it's a
Issue number 2 is about African Tigress, because now African Tigress is now threatening people. Are you there? And because people told him off to stop the stalking thing, and people told him off. Why must she always have an agenda of wanting to topple off the Wango? What is her mission behind? Because she ranted when Wango was in London. She had to say all other kind of despicable things. Wango never talked back. Instead, Wango decided to travel back to Jamaica. Again, after yours truly come out and really castigated her and called her on her obvious reasons why she's been following Wango on a substantial ground or on a emotive ground to be proved, and I'm going to mention the specific places where African Tigress has followed and stalked D big time. So keep it up. At the progression stages of this video, I shall ensue all possible scenario where African Tigress has followed D going forward. Now, the reasons why I'm saying she's of a very ill motive. She said she will never tire to talk. She's ready to talk even more. And she's ready even to give people strike whoever uses the video. No problem. Go ahead. Go ahead. She's even gone ahead to unleash the reactors are now supporting her to call other reactors dogs. That is so bending low. You cannot call a fellow human being a dog. Are you there? My advice to you guys, pick your battles so wisely. Don't come to this YouTube space and start threatening people and calling them the names of animal and calling them dogs. Are you there? The image you see on yourself, on your children, on other people, these are images of God. The God created them. Therefore, you cannot come and exterminate the supernatural powers of God who have created the image in his own likeness and image and start calling them dogs. That is a blasphemous. You haven't created anything. Then you find yourself, the wind is blowing your mouth up and down, left your tongues wagging left and right, and exuding certain kind of verbiages. And now you feel that you are reacting. My advice to you, calm down. Have a sense of reasoning. Are you there? Reason to yourself, call yourself to a meeting and speak to yourself. What do I want to achieve with this content creation? Talk the truth. The truth is what we are talking about. And again, to prove that the stalker, that is African Tigress, has ever followed D everywhere. Number one, the stalker has followed D Wango in Philippines. That's number one. She followed D Wango in Philippines. And what happened? She went there to cause mayhem. She went there to do other things which are not warranted for. Are you there? She went there to cause division. And that's why you see all this division. Fact check. Go to the archives. You will see African Tigress followed D Wango to Philippines. That's where all this kind of story and hatred towards D was initiated by none other than African Tigress herself. Number two, she followed D Wango into Europe when D Wango started traveling to Europe. Remember, African Tigress has been doing African kind of content. But the moment D Wango decided to travel to Europe, are you there? She followed. I'm not saying that she's not supposed to travel. She has all the right to travel, but must it always be coincidental? Must it always that D Wango should be the trend setters and the pace setter? Confirm. Are you there? She followed D Wango into Jamaica. When D Wango went to Jamaica and D Wango trended all over, that's when we see other content creators follow the suit. They went, well, I'm not saying that she's not supposed to travel there. She traveled there, but at least you can see an obvious trend. You can see an obvious habit. It's just an habit, so habitual, of D Wango set the trend and space and the pace. Therefore, African and Tigress will follow suit and fall into place. That's what we are saying. Are you there? She followed D in London. When D went to London, she went there in London and started ranting negatively about Wango. She did. She started ranting negatively about Wango. We also ate, and she spoke certain kind of unprintable words. D never reacted back. D traveled to Jamaica. The moment Wango traveled to Jamaica and landed to Jamaica, what happened? She followed D to Jamaica again. So these are the trends we are talking about. We are not talking about the receipts. We are not talking about things that are ill motive generated. But these are facts that we can prove. It's a fact that you can prove. She's been tirelessly working so hard to cause a confusion with D. And very soon, you know, she might also risk mark it, my words, he might also risk to go and do content with Kino. I'm not saying she should not, but it will be in bad taste to chide Wango. It would be in bad taste to betray Wango going forward. So this is the scenario that I'm bringing forth. Number 3 issue is the issue about Ayamara calling Alex to come back. Guys, don't buy such kind of nonsense. This is a fallacy being created by the lazy gang. And I want to tell you the reasons why they're creating that fallacy. Why? It is not a coincident thing that they had to create this fallacy just to chide Amara going forward. The reasons why they were creating that fallacy to chide Amara, because it came at a time when Amara had purchased the biggest solar system to solve an issue at home. These things trended, but the lazy gang had to work out to bring out a propaganda. And this propaganda, its main attention was to divert the trending mission and a positive thing that Amara was trending on when he was fixing his solar panel. Are you there? So this is at a time when all the diversionary tactics were being employed to ward off that kind of a viral vlog that was being done on Amara. Are you there? But we saw it coming. That's why I'm saying Amara will never even waste his time. Are you there? To call Alex. Unless otherwise, which means Alex has been the one trying to call Amara. But all attempts are notable fruits because of the negativity that it comes with it. In fact, I can confirm you here that Alex have been trying to reach Amara on several occasions. He has even sent the wife countless number of times to go and apologize to Amara because there is that kind of fear. Because it is not bearing fruits. That's why she has to come back and start ranting left and right that somebody is calling him. And if you see somebody has tried several kind of things and fruits are not bearing, they will take it up on a camera to start castigating the ends. Are you there? Because we know the end justify the means. Are you there? So they will always castigate the ends because it's not fulfilling. That's why he must come to the camera and start ranting that I'm not a slave. Are you there? You are a slave to yourself. You are a slave to yourself because your mindset hasn't changed. Your mindset think that you are a slave. That's how your mindsets have been wired. Your mindset has been wired by the lazy gang that you must always and constantly attack Amara for you to feed yourself because you are slavery. That kind of emancipation itself will never leave you. Are you there? Will never leave you. So it was done only to chide Amara. It was done to block and to divert attention of what Amara was installing within the villa because all the negative reaction, because they were proven wrong, because they were shown that middle finger that you guys, all you've been writing about is verbiage. Because I like how Ayamara is doing his things. No one will direct him what to do because he plans all his things in secrecy. Then he executed them because people started calling him name. Why the solar? And what all I know, Ayamara had procured all these panels long time ago He was just waiting for delivery. The same thing with the furniture that people are now talking about the furniture. He had secured them. It's something that is being worked on. And no sooner than later, all the furniture shall be brought into that home. So relax, calm. And you have to tame your horses going forward. Do not just run because you want to run. You have got all the liberties to always exude your mind, but let the exudations be of a positive value. Let the exudations be of adding value to your content creation, not to always impacting people negative, not to always ranting about things that you don't know. To wrap this conversation going forward, all the fallacy, all the negative and all the unprintables and propagandas that are being unleashed to Emara family must stop. All the negativity and all the stalkers planning any other hidden agenda to vanquish Dim Wango with, all must cease and must stop. And the congrats prayer is always helping a lot with the family. You know, that is it. Are you there? And for the tongue that will always wag and talk of the negativity, that one is so close and akin to witchcraft that for a long time will never work when it comes to prayer. That's why the congrats mom prayer always work. And I want to remind you, if you're full of negativity and what you want to thrive and blossom is negativity, such kind of gift never lasts for long. The beneficiary of such kind of gift will at one time pay dearly. Even if it's not now, but soon it's residing within yourself. It either affects you in one way or the other. So always stay woke and be careful with what you wish for yourself and others. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.